Coming to you live from my parents' basement.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to...
I watched Pallet Jackin's live stream last night. And TJ, I don't know if you're on here yet, but my eyes, I look like they're so small. And they're open. Oh!
We're in a weird mood. It's been a long...
Man, my eyes, why are they so small? They're smaller than normal, are they not?
No.
They're always this small? Maybe it's the angle. Dang it. Where'd my eyes go? Have you seen my eyes? Oh my gosh. The camera's up higher. Anyways, Pallet Jackin, their introduction, he's got all kinds of stuff. Maybe y'all like, hey, dude, can you make me something cool for ours?
What?
Like TJ, if you're watching right now, see you're on. Can you make us something cool for ours?
How's everybody doing? How's everybody's week been? How's everybody doing? Let's see. Where we at? Let's see. Harold! It's good to see you. The anticipation was killing
We just thought 2020 was over, right?
Let's see. Hello, Brandon. Good to see you. Wendy! How have you been? She's been working hard, she says.
Hello, Wendy.
Hello, Wendy. Hello, Melissa.
What's up, Melissa Myers?
First time catching the live. Welcome.
Yes.
Sometimes there's lots of answers and questions and fun, and then sometimes we just sit here for an hour and act like a fool. Really depends.
I never act like a fool. I am.
No, you are not. Nope.
I'm so uptight.
It is fun. This is probably one of the funnest parts. This is like the funnest hour of my week sometimes because we do have a lot of fun. Hey, Vince.
She lets me out of the garage this time of...
Stop it. Whatever.
She does.
Yeah. Sometimes I lock him in here. I'm just kidding. I don't really do that. Let's see. Matthew wants to see how much he can list while he listens. Let us know.
Yeah.
You should keep track.
If you read our blog posts that Jessica wrote, one of the keys for productivity is to turn off social media while you're listening.
Ask me how I know, though.
I think Facebook's the deal. YouTube's okay, but Facebook,
well, it depends. It depends on how engaged you have to be. Like if it could be like a talk show or something where you can listen to it much like a podcast.
Isn't that what we are?
Yeah. Yes. But I'm saying like sometimes like if you're having those kind of like vlogs that you like have to watch to like see what's going on, But are
we still entertaining when you can't see us?
Are we? I would say so. I mean,
I don't know.
I find us very boring most of the time, so yeah. I don't even know. Hello, Toy Niece. Good to see you. Hello, Troy.
You scared?
No, it does it on its own. In Tall Pines. Hello. Good to see you. Hi, Shelly on Facebook. We love you too. Thanks for loving us. Hello, Tom. Happy New Year.
Yes, Tom. Tom, I was meaning to message you the other day, and I forgot. I don't even know if I've got Sideline on my phone. I got a new phone. If y'all didn't know, I dropped last week.
Well, he dropped the phone on his
Lucas and I were playing, and somehow the phone, it fell on his cheek. It didn't do any damage to his cheek, but it broke the phone. And I'm just now getting my phone fully set up, and it's not even fully upset because upset? It's upset.
Set up.
Yes, set up. That's the right word.
So basically, those of you who are on Facebook, we will get to your comments. There's a lot more comments on YouTube. We get them all in the order that they're received. So we're getting to the comments. Sunshines, badges, and more. How's school going?
Have y'all started back in Canada yet? I don't know how long y'all's break is.
She said last week.
Yeah, you did.
Back,
yeah, I remember now.
Melissa, haven't emailed me back. That's okay. Well, yeah, emailed me yet. But yeah, that's okay. Hello, Brittany and Shane. Hello, Travis from New York.
Live from New York. I want to visit New York one day.
Seventh row. I did not get my hair cut. I redid it a little bit, so it looks a little bit.
Her hair has been looking really good, like the last.
I think
week
it's
or two.
The dry, like the dry weather or something. I'm not quite sure what's going on with it, but it has. I've been having a few good hair days for sure. Angelique, welcome. It's your first time.
Welcome. First timer.
Welcome. Oh, and Tracy's first live. Look at all these new
There's people. A lot. Melissa.
Yeah.
Angelique and Tracy. Any other newbies first time? We have are la 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 la. YouTube is so weird, y'all. It's so weird. It's confusing at times. We were making like videos like every day, and our views were like going. We stopped making as many videos, and guess what happened? Views went.
I don't know.
Like some of those videos that really took off early in the summer or late in the summer, they're taking off again. Again, man, I don't know. Again. So like we've gained, I don't know, like 1,300 or 1,400 subscribers in the last week, which is crazy. So lots of new people. So thank y'all for subscribing. And if you subscribe because of the unboxing video and you're like on here now and like they're not unboxing, we do these every Thursday night at 7:00 Central Time.
Yep.
And
so sometimes it's like people asking questions about liquidation. We do answer those questions the best that we can. Sometimes we're just hanging out, talking about stuff. People will bring up different topics that they want to talk about, and we just chat about it. So kind of get to know each other, and then the conversation sometimes will continue. I know Harold posts a lot of stuff in there too, into our community page. So if you go to our Facebook page, there's a group that's attached called Family Flips Community. And sometimes
we could be more active in there. We're still trying to figure it all out.
We're working on it. We're adjusting.
We are far from perfection.
Perfection.
Yes, we're far from it.
JD on Facebook, we're doing good. How are you doing? How is everyone doing? And then Sharon's on Facebook Live, Live from
Oklahoma.
Blood, Sweat, and Sell. We are doing good. It's been like a long week, but also a fast week. Like I feel like the week has gone by
it's crazy.
Really fast.
It's crazy how fast the week's gone.
Biggs and Family, we do not have a shipping video about shipping on eBay, but there are a lot of resellers who do. I feel like Primetime Treasure Hunter has a couple videos out. TJ, do you guys have a video? I want to say that you guys do on shipping.
I plan on going live at some night to do some shipping because lots of people have asked. I just don't know how well that video would do. Like if I just set up cameras and started recording, I feel like I've been doing it for so long, I would probably forget information that would probably be useful. But if I do it live, people can ask questions and I can explain a lot more of the process.
A lot of times we just want to figure out the best way to implement something.
Yeah.
Let's see. Jessica Shields, how are you? Are you staying tonight or do you got stuff going on?
And I hope you've got all moved. I know you are moving.
Yep.
Hopefully you've got unpacked and are ready to go. We still haven't fully unpacked from here. There's still stuff in the attic.
Which we should probably just resell because we haven't needed it. So
and I need to get it out of the attic here soon because we're fixing to start, I guess, stage 4 of the garage reorganization process. And I need to get the stuff out of the attic before the shelves are set in place so that stuff's not stuck up there.
Yep. Let's see. Going Rogue. Drive safe. He's listening to us on the way home.
Get off early.
Woo, woo. Sunshine says school is sort of back. The break was extended for students, but staff started this week. Oh, fun. Let's see.
Travis says we do not want to come to New York. You're probably right. I think the idea of going to New York, I don't know. There may probably some stuff that want to see. I don't know.
I mean, okay, like back in like 2007 and 2008, like New York was the place to go.
Yeah.
Like it was like everybody wanted to go. Like my senior field trip, like that's where everybody decided to go. It was like New York, catch like a Broadway show and all that kind of stuff. So, but I hear things are pretty cray up there. Pretty cray. Crazy Frogs. Did we buy another King Kong's box? Did we buy another one in the restock? We didn't.
We haven't. We've been buying pallets.
Yes, but we did. I don't know why we did this.
What did we do?
It's so much fun. We did, however,
Crudsickles. I need to. We've got an auction. I forgot about it. I'm trying to buy. Y'all remember the undeliverable mail from Russia? They actually have some. They haven't had any listed since we've done that video.
But that's what I'm saying. That's what I was trying to tell them. I was like, did start the process of trying to.
Yeah, and there's an auction ending tonight.
I don't know why. It's not for, I really don't think at this point, I think it's not even really, we're not expecting to make any money. Because if you guys have seen that video, we unboxed a thing of like undeliverable mail. And it was like a whole bunch of really cheap stuff from Wish, and we didn't even make our money back, but it was so much fun.
But the video's done well.
Yeah. But it was so much fun. I really enjoyed doing it. So we were like, let's just do another one. Like, let's just see what happens. I don't know. Maybe.
But I've been looking like every couple days for months, and they haven't had any. And then they added some the other day, and I forgot there's an auction that ends tonight.
Yep. Danny, how are you doing? Trey sent us a Christmas gift, y'all. And it was so cool. She's like very artsy craftsy and sent us these like pictures that she made. Oh my gosh, they were so cool. So cool. The kids loved them.
You're not sorting right.
Me?
No, this.
Hello, Dean. Good to see you. Look at all these newbies. Oh, I love it. Let's see. Hi, Billy. Hi, Miss Miller. Good to see you guys.
Dang, I missed the one for tonight.
Sharon, this is a first live for you. But
what's up, Sharon?
She does watch the videos that we post, which is very cool.
Awesome.
Very cool. Hello, Prison to Profit.
What's up, Tay?
Good to see you.
Dang, they're all. I'm going to have to bid on tomorrow night.
Let's see. You missed them?
I did.
Sad day. Oh, thanks for the super chat. We love you too, Tay. Thank you so much. Uncle Bo knows. Hello.
What's up, Tony?
Where we at? I'm missing some people. I just started talking, but like I missed some people. Okay, yeah. So TJ has a shipping tutorial on it's on pallet jacking, right? That it's on. So you can always check out that if you guys are looking for a video as well. C. Allen, Happy New Year to you as well. A&D Resellers, hello, good to see you. And TJ, if you want to share your video on here, I think since you're a moderator, you should be able to share a link. Feel free to do that so that people can get it. So I know there's at least one person who asked, but we've been asked multiple times about that. We're just trying to work out the logistics of how to do it. But if you've already got something, let's share information. I think it'd be great. Okay, Jessica is all moved in. Now she's just trying to organize. Let's see. TJ said that he lasted like 6 hours in New York and was ready to go back home.
That's probably what happened to me.
Yeah. No, I would have to go not in the winter though, because I don't do cold very well, and they are very, very north for me. So it'd have to be like summertime for me to be able to go to New York.
Yeah, we missed him.
Post pandemic.
Tomorrow night.
Let's see. Oh, Barbara, thank you for joining in, but I know some people who work nights, it's hard for you guys to get on the lives. Let's see. Where we at? Williamsburg, Virginia. My parents were stationed in Langley Air Force Base in Virginia, over by Newport News, or Newport. Is that what it's called? Virginia?
Newport News.
Newport News is where they lived. There is a city there called Newport News. I never lived there. My parents did.
Tony, I forgot you'd even ordered something.
Yeah.
It was so crazy. We had got some disposable mask in on an 888 lots box, and I tried to put them on eBay, and they were underpriced compared to what the market was. So, because I knew the price, what's it called? Not scalping, but I knew the eBay police were out. They wouldn't even let me list it. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, all right, well, I'll try and put it in our Facebook group. And I didn't even list what it was. I just took a picture of it and put, I don't know, $10. And our Facebook removed it and sent me a warning, sent the group a warning in like less than 2 minutes after I had listed it. Luckily, Tony had seen it and was like, I'll take them. But like they threatened to shut the group down if we started selling stuff like that. They threatened to kick me off of Facebook.
Which, according to like the terms and service and stuff that we looked at, it was medical grade stuff. But these were not medical grade masks. So I'm not really quite sure why it got flagged that way. But I guess maybe they're just tired of a lot of people maybe, I don't know, bending the rules or something.
Yeah.
I don't know anybody that would bend the rules. Says the guy who got banned from Facebook Marketplace.
Who bend the rules?
Oh, Jay.
I see a lot of gray, y'all. I just see gray.
Jay wants to know what
see a lot of
company
black
does
and white,
the
too.
Russian mail. Now, we don't know necessarily that all of it is Russian mail.
Just the one that we got.
Just the one that we got.
Yeah.
The addresses and all that, they were from Russia. Well, from China to Russia.
Yep.
So
I'll tell you after we bid on buy some bags tomorrow, because I don't want to be bidding against you. But they've got, I don't know, 5 or 6 auctions up for the next couple of days. Yes.
Oh, Tay has a good question. Any advice for the seasoned sellers this upcoming year?
Yes.
We do.
And it has nothing to do with reselling. I don't know if y'all are aware of Dave Ramsey. And he had like a 7 tips. I don't know all the 7 tips. But the first tip is really to have a $500 emergency fund. Because over 50%, this was pre-pandemic numbers. I'm sure now it's even more than that. But pre-pandemic numbers was like 50% of Americans couldn't afford a $500 unexpected bill if they had to without selling stuff. So I think, an emergency fund and then trying to pay off debt. Like I think normally if it wasn't for everything going on, the climate that we're in, that there's just so much that's up in the air with the pandemic, with, Biden becoming president, with, are they going to shut the economy down? He's talked about shutting everything down for a period of time. There's just a lot of unknowns right now. And I think, the advice would be is just, it's hard to get debt free if you don't have a lot of money.
Right.
But if you're able to, like, and you are doing well right now, it hasn't hit you, like, have an emergency fund. That was his first step, was emergency fund. Try and do debt snowball, where, like, if you have credit cards, pay off your lowest balance credit card first, and then whatever you were paying towards that one, pay that and the principal from another credit card or whatever you owe, pay it off to get, like, just use it, pay it off, and then go until you get rid of it. And then after that, have like a 4-month emergency fund, like 4 months of bills paid for, where you have that money sitting there available to you. I know that's one thing that I haven't talked to you about, but I want to start doing, because you don't know.
Yeah. And the unknowns can be super scary. Especially because most of us, we're trying to make it. We're trying to get somewhere. We all have our own individual goals. I do know that, I've done quite a bit of study on like human behavior and things like that. And it really translates also to consumerism. Like, people right now are still going to be buying things. We live in a very consumerism like culture. There's a lot of purchasing. I was actually reading up, some 3.5 billion pounds of items in the US alone go to the landfills of returned items. That's not overstock. That's not any of those things. Like they go into the landfill. So like there's plenty to resell, even if you are not a reseller, maybe when you do your spring cleaning this spring, cleaning out your closets and stuff, start selling those things because people are still buying. They may not buy brand new because of the economy, but people's buying habits won't stop, right? They're not going to stop unless you're making a conscious effort to stop doing something. You're not going to, it's part of your routine. Now you may buy used as opposed to buying new, but you're still going to be buying. So for those of us who are resellers or thinking about reselling, I think we keep plugging along. We keep doing the best that we can, looking at the market, looking at our competition, trying to make the best of what's going on, and then using that money to do what Joe said.
Yeah.
So
I think it's like for us, it's seasoned sellers. It's just, you buy some, there's really the cycle of service, the cycle of reselling is buying, listing, shipping. And those are really the 3 main, like in reselling, like how do you improve in those? Is it buying? Like if you're wanting to make more money this year, you can either list more items, or you can buy more expensive items that are going to bring you a higher profit dollar amount. And it's just, those three.
Yep. Look at all these newbies.
Yep.
Jay says that he's been live. If that answers your question, Tay, if anybody has anything more specific they want to talk about, feel free to put that in there. We'll do the best that we can. We're also in the unknown, so we're not like, we know what to do, but this is like from what we've researched, from what we've seen, from our experiences, this is where we're at. And that's really all we can share with you. We're not, we don't know what the political climate will change. We don't know how the economy is going to change, things like that. But we do know enough to be able to make some kind of tentative plan A, plan B.
Just discretionary spending. Use the money that you're getting, to don't go buy a bunch of stuff that you don't need for your personal self. That would be smart, is to minimalize, because if anything, during this pandemic has taught us, is the rich got richer and the poor got poor. The middle class got much smaller. The wealthy people, they got wealthier. So we have to think discretionary spending. Don't buy the stuff unless you need it. Those types of things. I know for us is our goal this year, not with YouTube, but is with reselling, is to double what we've done this year. So this year, when we were going at it hard, I say, because there's lots of months where we didn't go hard, that we just wait and see approach, that we average around $15,000 a month in sales. So our goal this year is we want to do $30,000 a month in revenue on reselling. So with that, instead of buying mystery boxes, we're buying pallets. We're just bypassing the mystery boxes. We'll probably get some because
they're fun.
There's some that I want to get that I can't really find in pallet form.
And they're fun.
But most part, we're buying pallets. We just went and bought an electronics coffin box pallet 2 weeks ago.
Yep. You should be seeing one of those videos out soon. I've got one of my editors working on it right now.
And it was a $2,500 pallet. And then we're fixing to leave tomorrow. We're going to go buy 2 pallets and spend probably, I don't know, $5,000 to $6,000.
A bunch of money.
But it's pallets instead of boxes. So our margins should increase, just from cost of goods should decrease probably 50%. Instead of paying, $5, $6, $7 an item, we should be paying, $2, $3, $4 an item.
And that's something that we've worked up to. It's not something that we were just able to do right off the bat. We keep reinvesting the money back into the business, and eventually we get to this point. So, okay, I see TJ posted the playlist, the link. That's awesome. Angelique, are you from New York? Because I can't handle that cold. I cannot handle it. I'm going to put that up there because I think it's cute. Sharon works in Fort Smith, Arkansas, which is only about 10 minutes away from the house. Can't wait to get off work every day to check and see if we posted another unboxing video. And my family says I need to get a life. That is a life. It is.
We're posting 2 a week right now. Tuesdays and Saturdays is our goal with unboxing videos.
I just feel like people are missing too much. If we're posting
we
too
tried
often.
doing 3 and 4, and they did not perform well with YouTube. And granted, are we doing it for the money? Partly, yes. Are we doing it to entertain people? Yes. But if we're going to spend that much time recording the video and then editing the video and putting it out, we need some type of return on our investment. Because if not, then we'll just list the stuff, because we only have so much time. You know what I mean?
Yep. And on top of that, if people just based on the analytics, people are not watching as often because maybe they're missing it. Maybe they're not getting, they're having a hard time catching up. So we're doing it also to make sure that everybody gets the content that they want.
We are looking at getting some pallets. So I'm
really excited about that.
A liquidator here in Conway that they've bought predominantly Lowe's and Amazon bulk pallets that have treadmills, mini refrigerators. They've been doing those, but I found them the other day. I heard about them a while back, but I looked, they only sold Lowe's pallets, and I'm not very interested in Lowe's pallets.
Real quick. Just making sure I have the Facebook Live on my phone. Candy, we are live now. I just want you to know that we are streaming both to YouTube and to Facebook. So if you don't see all of the chat, it's because they're on the other platform. But yes, we are live now. We can see your questions. I have the Facebook live on here because we get so many more comments on the YouTube channel. I want to make sure that your comments are not missed.
And if you want to see everybody's comments, there should be a link in the video on Facebook to our YouTube channel to get it there.
Yep.
And if y'all are watching right now and you did not get notified that we were going live on YouTube, then take the time right now to go ahead and turn on notifications, hit that bell, make sure you get notified all. And if you have that on already and you're not getting notified, then unsubscribe to our channel and then resubscribe to our channel and do it. Because sometimes YouTube, like if they send you notifications and then you don't check them, well, then YouTube has learned that you're not going to watch it. So they stop showing it to you because they want to show you a video or somebody that you're going to watch because they want you to get sucked in.
They want you to stay on the platform.
They do.
So yeah, Patricia, the family's doing great. How's Oklahoma doing? I guess you guys are a little norther, but no, we're probably on the same.
Wester.
I mean, yeah, but I'm trying to think like how cold it is. It's probably, well, I
They're
don't know.
a little bit colder there because the way that the Gulf Stream goes.
And they're flatter.
Yeah. But the pallet place, I talked to them the other day. They're supposed to be getting some Amazon pallets in this next week, along with some Target pallets. And if that's the case, then we'll probably try and buy one like every 2 weeks or so.
That's the plan.
Yeah. We love those the best.
That is plan A.
Especially to unbox. Those are our favorite because they're more mysterious.
Yeah.
Versus just looking in a box and then grabbing an item that's already been unboxed.
Yeah. Shane, good eye. Yes, we are not at the office tonight. Actually, full disclosure, I've been dealing with some health issues lately. At first I thought it was like thyroid.
Jolene's watching.
Woohoo!
Hi, Jolene.
Hey, Jolene. She's at her dad's house tonight, so I guess she's watching. Yeah, I've been having some health issues. At first I thought it was like thyroid problems, like extreme fatigue. Big reason why I haven't been on the vlogs lately is because I've been really having a hard time health-wise and everything. And so the office, I'm taking a break from it. I kind of moved out for just a little while. I may go back, but financially it didn't make sense. The amount of money I was spending to rent the space based on the amount of times I could actually get there because I was feeling so sick. So working on that. My thyroid is fine. I've had 2 full panels. My thyroid is totally fine. So my next step is it's probably food related because the last time I felt really, really good was when I did Whole30. But that's just it. For those of you who are not familiar with Whole30, it's basically eating like whole foods, omitting processed foods and sugars and, things like that for 30 days to kind of reset everything. And I felt really, really good, but it is it's just not a sustainable diet.
It's tough.
It's not sustainable. I mean, there's so many things, and it's just, I don't know. It's just very, very difficult. There's a lot of like nutrition reading, like the label reading and stuff like that. And 30 days is probably the max I can really do something like that. So I'm going to try an elimination round and just kind of figure out like maybe it's gluten. Maybe I'm just really sensitive to dairy. I don't know, but hopefully I can find it. So y'all be praying for me. That's what's been going on with me. And that's why we haven't been at the office lately because I stepped back for a little while. But
we no longer have the office.
Like, for now, yeah.
Right now, like we went ahead and let our obligation run out because we were month to month. So we went ahead and just let's pause it for a little while.
If we may go back or we may invest that money into better internet here so we can stream here. I'm not really quite sure what we're going to do.
But I think it's been decent because I did hook up a range extender here in the carport. It's a closed-in carport. We call it the carport because it's technically a carport. But
when we moved in, this was open.
Yeah. And so it seems to be helping because then the kids can use the other internet. And then it's here. So it seems to be helping, but we'll see.
Yep. Let's see. Melanie says, thanks, guys, for inspiring us to take risks and live the life we choose and not what's chosen for you.
That's awesome. That's one of the best compliments that we've had, Melanie.
That is our why.
Yeah.
That's a big reason why we do this. So thank you for saying that.
That touches my heart. Thank you so much for that. Like, that's awesome. Like, that's it. Because it's like, it's not like, we encourage a lot of people to buy pallets and different stuff. And that's awesome. But like that compliment to that's it. So thank you for letting us know.
Okay. So Ian's mom lives in Hampton. So Langley's in Hampton. Newport News is close to it. So I knew it. I knew I was right somewhere.
I'm glad that you know. I just know the Little League World Series goes on around there. Thank you, Brandon, for buying. He bought some headlights from us recently on our website.
I'm trying to catch up. I promise. I'm trying. Where are we? Where are we? Oh my goodness!
Thank you, Uncle Lee.
Uncle Lee.
Even though it's weird.
What?
It's Jessica's uncle. We're only 15 minutes behind, but
let's see. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna try to kind of catch up.
Lots of people commenting about Dave Ramsey.
Jay says, fair enough. I wouldn't tell me until after the auction either.
But I will tell you, send me a message on Facebook and I'll send it to you. Because I have a budget of how much I'm gonna spend because they have so many auctions. But I think Matt, he said, puts in there the steps to Dave Ramsey. If y'all haven't watched Dave Ramsey, like I know Dave Ramsey can be like, really like, but if you overlook his communication style and look at the meat of what he's saying, he's got some really good practical stuff that can really help people get debt free.
Yep. I'm trying to go through and yeah. Uncle Bo gave the thing to the masks to the nursing home.
Awesome.
That's really cool. I like that. Let's see. I'm trying to catch up.
Well, if you were going to do that, I would have just sent them to you.
We would have just let you have them. Yeah. Let's see. But
I guess it would have been our gift and not your gift.
So maybe you.
So you got the blessing.
Yeah. I'm trying.
What's up, Kiwi girl? All the way from New Zealand, right?
New Zealand?
Every time every time.
It.
I know it's it, but then I'm like, New Zealand.
Let's see. Let's see. I'm liking these tips here. I'm kind of reading through these tips because I haven't seen them.
Harold, this is true. I don't hate the rich, and nobody should hate the rich because we're not a victim to wealthy people. But I also know that, like, I don't know. It's hard to say. I'm trying to explain my heart. They've worked hard to get where they are at in life, and they allow their money to work for themselves because they have more money. Whereas people who don't have a lot of money, it's harder because of different mindsets. It's about wealth building versus like you have money, you don't know when you're going to have money again, so you go out and you splurge. So there's so much more that I wish I could explain.
Yeah,
but
it's hard. It's hard to explain.
Yeah.
There's a couple of people on here who are talking about. I got Steven on here who says that they're getting ready to buy their very first pallet or box and haven't quite decided. And then I've got Brianna down here that are wanting the steps for starting liquidation. Now I have a blog posted on the Family Flips website that talks about like tips for beginners. And it is a broken down step-by-step process that I would recommend for anybody who is just getting started, especially if you have no reseller experience whatsoever, because liquidation, like reselling, can be a lot of things. Reselling is basically taking something and selling it again, right? So, and with liquidation, there's a lot of risk. There's a learning curve, and if you have not been reselling before, a lot of people in the reselling community do things called like thrifting, where they go to Goodwill or Salvation Army or all these other places and they buy things and then they resell them, basically to a larger audience of people online in different online platforms. So those people are already familiar with what platforms they're comfortable on selling, the terms of service for each of those platforms, the shipping, different kinds of shipping techniques and all of that. Now, if you are not familiar with those things, then I would check out the blog. I can try and find it, or if there's a moderator who knows where it is, that they can post it. It's
the familyflips.com. There should be a link down in the description. Jessica's been doing a lot of videos, but blogs there.
But,
and it's good.
But basically it's taking, especially if you haven't been a reseller before, taking step by step so that you are mastering certain parts of the process at a time instead of taking all of that and then feeling the pressure to have to learn all of this and making mistakes with a bigger investment of money. So I would check that out. If you cannot find it, shoot me an email, message me on Facebook, and I'll make sure you get the link. And maybe there'll be a mod here who knows what I'm talking about, what blog post I'm talking about.
I'll switch. I'll get it.
Let's see. So yeah, I hope that helps. If you guys need any more clarifying information.
And somebody asked about where to where? Steven asked about any recommendations. The first recommendation, what we always recommend, is buying from some place that you can go and pick it up at. Because that way you can see what you're getting before you purchase. Granted, you can't see everything if it's a pallet, but you can see it versus buying online. Buying online is very, you just don't know. Like, I know we've bought a lot from liquidation.com. We've got lots of YouTube videos from liquidation.com, but there's only one particular kind of pallet that we buy from liquidation.com. And I haven't seen those available in probably 5 or 6 months, which is why we haven't bought from liquidation.com. So like liquidation.com, it's risky. I know there's some people, I know Vince, he buys a lot of Target pallets from a particular location. So like with liquidation.com, it's not just liquidation.com where everything is good, but there's actually individual sellers and even at individual specific locations that are better than others. So you want to make sure that you have that, not to overcomplicate things, but it's not just it's as easy as going and buying a pallet. It's that easy, but at the same time, it's more to think about because you're spending a lot of money at one time versus going to a garage sale or a thrift store and buying the exact items that you want for the price that you agree to.
The way that I look at it is, where do you want to solve the problem, right? Do you want to solve the problem on the front end and only purchase items that you know how to sell, in which case you want to do thrifting, bin stores, estate sales, things like that, because you can choose what to purchase? Or do you want to solve the problem of how to move the items, right? So Joe and I, we are not shoppers. We hate shopping. It is very stressful for us. We've given it a valiant effort. We really tried, but we don't like it. We would rather have inventory sent to us and then us try to figure out how to move that product in that way. That's where we prefer to solve the problem.
Yeah.
But other people, they don't feel that way. They want to shop and they want to buy very specific items so that all the inventory that they have, they know how to sell before they even bring it to their house.
Yeah. And then plus we're at a geographic disadvantage because we're in Central Arkansas. Like, there are a lot of thrift stores. There's not really any liquidators around here. I mean, there's some now, but like geographically, you could be in an area like TJ in the Chattanooga area. He's got, I don't know how many bin stores within like 30, 40 minutes, an hour radius. And there's other people that, like in South Carolina, that's like the bin capital of the world. So like, depending on where you are, there may be better opportunities to go to bin stores and buy a bunch of inventory at the price that you want versus buying a pallet and getting some of the stuff you want and then figuring out how to move the stuff that's not very good.
Yeah. If we did answer any of your questions specifically very well, just let us know. We'll clarify the best that we can. We're trying to, like, a lot of the questions are very, very broad. And each person, their situation is different. So it'll be, it's kind of like a broad answer, but we do try to give the best overall answer. But if it's not the answer that you were looking for, let us know and we will do our best.
Yep.
Angelique, I also cannot handle Arkansas winters, much less New York winters. Those of you who are up north, I love you guys. And if I visit you, it'll probably be in the summer.
It sure won't be in the winter.
I can't do it. I'm sorry. I get so cranky when I'm cold. Like
she does.
I do. Like if I'm tired, I get loopy. If I'm hungry, I may get a little hangry, but nothing makes me angrier than like shivering so hard I can't breathe. Yeah. So.
And the heater's off. Do you need the heater on?
I'll be all right. Melanie says, vote family flips in 2024. Please don't.
Hey, it's funny.
No, please don't do it.
The type of person I am.
I don't want it.
I see like the gaps, the void around me, like things of need. And like, I don't want to run for political office, but I have thought about it. I'm not going to. I know it's not a heart desire of mine, but like I see the need for like some good politicians to lead people, and not really to lead, to represent people, because we don't need politicians leading us. We need politicians who are representing us in what we desire as a group of people, instead of them thinking what's best for us.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then speaking of that, we've talked about doing manifested boxes, and we thought we were going to be doing them, but
we're just gonna pause on it.
Yeah.
For a minute.
The more I think about it, the more nervous it makes me about doing them, because unfortunately it's because of people's unrealistic expectations in regards to boxes that I see in various Facebook groups. People are always complaining about the boxes that they receive, and it doesn't matter. I made one box and it took me like 2 hours to make the box, because I was trying to piece together a box that would give good resale value, that was mixed with high dollar items, but also lower dollar items. And I'm like, this is too much. Like, I'll never be able to live up to people's expectations, because people will overlook the $300 items that were in the box, and then they'll just complain about the lower dollar items that they're in there, or the items that won't sell very well. And I'm like, I don't want to live with that expectation.
The first few boxes that we send out would be the baseline.
Yeah.
Right. So that would be like the minimum, and people will be expecting that or better. And the stress of that, I think a lot of people, wholesale, if you don't want any major risks, wholesale would probably be better. Like, liquidation is very risky. The price point is going to be a lot lower. The chance, my ear just popped. Oh. What was I talking about? My ear just popped and I messed up.
I don't know. I spaced out too. We're talking about boxes.
The price,
price points,
yeah,
boxes.
So I just think that the unrealistic expectations of people in liquidation, the risk is higher, the chances for reward is higher. But if you don't want risk, doing something more like wholesale would be a better deal for you.
Because there's some people that have some really unrealistic expectations. Like, people will buy a box for $75 and complain because they made $200 or $300, but it has a bunch of junk in it. Mm-hmm. And I'm not talking about the legit concerns, because some people have been buying from a liquidator that we've bought from and done some videos of, which when we do videos, like, we are in no way, even when we have coupon codes, like, we reach out to people and like, hey, would you like to offer our audience a coupon code? And we don't get anything for that. But like, we just trying to give a discount to you guys, because we do have somewhat of an influence in the community. And some people have been buying from a place that they have been drop shipping. I don't know if they've been having inventory issues, but they've been buying mystery boxes from other locations. And like, that's not real good. Like, you don't want to be doing that. And I know some of you like didn't do very well. Like, they, this particular company, like, their breakage rate is like 15%, but some people were getting like 50 and 60% of their boxes of their stuff was broken. And I'm like, and those are things that, like, it's warranted to complain. And I just don't want to deal with that. So
let's try and catch up here.
Yeah.
Hi, Steven. A different Steven. Hi, Steven. Auto Buff is here. Now, he's one of the original.
Yeah.
The originals. It's good to see you. Hope you're doing okay. Christina. Hello. Hello, Jesse. Anybody aware of a good liquidator around Michigan? We're not from Michigan, so I don't.
There's
really
a
know.
few in Michigan. I know we have a blog post on our website that talks about how to find liquidators. If you search for liquidators on your phone, Facebook will start to show you different liquidators if you search for it on there. So I would just get on Facebook, search pallet liquidation, those types of things, find different places.
And then once you find different places, you can always go to liquidation groups, type that into the search bar and see if you can find some reviews about what people have purchased from there. Hi, Stephanie on Facebook. She's usually ready okay from YouTube, which she's also one of the original OGs.
Yeah.
we are doing well. Hope you're doing well. The place that we're speaking of that we're buying pallets from, yes, is in Springfield, Missouri. It's Market Street Liquidation in Springfield. So yes, that's who we're talking about.
That's who we buy from.
That's who we're buying from. Yeah. Claudia, good to see you. She's on Facebook as well. Thank you guys for the prayers. Miss Miller, I do take vitamin D. I take vitamin D, multivitamins, probiotic, and also what's really helped me has been ashwagandha, which is what I've been doing. Wow, am I this far behind?
We're behind like 20 minutes.
Oh my gosh. Okay,
yeah.
I'm so sorry, guys. Thank you guys so much for the prayers. That means so much. I'm like scrolling down. Look at all the people who love us. I'm sorry. I'm in a weird mood. Here we go. Let's see. Hello. Da-da-da-da.
You didn't send us any gumbo, Uncle Lee. That's why we don't have any.
You didn't send us any gumbo. Let's see. Steven, they're not.
I think it's called Wholesalers USA. I don't know where they're located, but if you Facebook Wholesalers USA, or if you even send me a message on Facebook, I can send you the link.
Let's see. I'm loving this. Hello, Lance. Just started watching the video. Good to see you. Thank you, George, for that. We do our best. We really do. We're not perfect. Our hearts are not perfect, but we do our best, for real. We do.
Brandon's like, I have almost $1,000 to invest, but from our advice, we say that because the chance of you losing it all in one pallet, it's not likely. Like most pallets, you're going to be able to at least make your money back on. But at the same time, like, we don't want to give people this false reality that you're going to double, triple money on every single pallet that you buy, because that's just, granted, we've only had two pallets that we have ever lost money on. And then there have been 2 mystery boxes that we have purchased that we have barely made our money back on. The rest we have done pretty well on.
Melissa is looking into renting a storage unit so they can buy a pallet because they don't have room at the house, which makes sense. I totally understand that. Recommend a liquidator that you don't need a reseller's certificate. No.
I think most are not going to require a reseller certificate. I know 888 Lots does. But if you are wanting to get your purchase tax free, to save that, wherever you are, 8 to 10%, then it's good to have it. But I know 888 Lots is the only one that I'm aware of that requires a reseller's license. The rest won't. Some may charge you taxes, some may not. It just depends on them.
Oh, sorry, I was dancing.
You're good.
Ian's mom, listen. I believe it or not, I'm a lot like your husband. I am a saver. I don't like to take risks. And when we first started buying pallets, he was dragging me, basically. And I was like, I don't want to do this, especially since
I'm not a saver and I like to, let's do it.
And I'm like, no, as you can probably imagine, it did cause quite a bit of, quite a few fights, but we worked through it. We communicated. We did the best that we could, and now we're here. I don't know how we got here, but we are here. So yeah. Let's see. Yes. Check out the blog, Candy. There's a lot of information on there. When I get like 3 or 4 emails asking the same question, I'm like, okay, this is information that people need. And I try to write blogs. And I'm starting to get a little more consistent on that as well. So, Ernie wants to know how we deal with lowballers on eBay and in person or on Facebook that throw low offers to you. I just say, no, thank you.
On eBay, I have it set up where it automatically rejects offers below
a certain amount,
a price that I'm willing to take. The psychology of it, some people, I know Dominic, Primetime Treasure Hunter, he is like a neuro psychologist. He's a very brainy dude. He has broken down the art of the offer. He's got some videos on his YouTube channel about it that I would check out because it's very, very good. I don't follow the tactics just because I am a creature of habit. I'm going to reject any offer below the price that I'm willing to accept. That's just me, but I know a lot of people have success with his tactics on Facebook. If they offer me that price, I just say no, thank you. I can do this price, but not that price because there's still a potential customer. Like I tend to sometimes get very insulted on Facebook, eBay, not so much. Facebook, I get insulted and I try to get emotional. I'm like, you blah, blah, blah. But I've learned to like remove the emotion from it because they're just asking. It's not an attack on
no.
You. So
and if they really want it, then they'll respond back. He may do something different, but when I get them, I'm just like, no, thank you.
Yeah.
And I just
that's the correct answer I try to give. But if sometimes they catch me in lawyer mode,
sometimes I'm like, Joseph, just stop. Stop.
I have an inner attorney in me that will use everything you say against you in the court of Joe, where I'm the judge, jury, and executioner.
Melanie says that's the Mac Daddy of mason jars.
It is.
It is. That's actually the mason jars that I used to make pickles and.
I've got a gallon one that's got a spigot. Is that what they're called?
Yeah, he's just like.
I do. I use it for my kombucha.
Let's see. Steven says watching our videos has convinced his wife to get them into resale, and they're getting ready to make their first order.
Exciting.
Dun, dun, dun. Yes, and Vince wants to remind everyone, one of our moderators, to put questions in all caps so they can be found because it does help with the scrolling.
It does. We're only 15 minutes behind.
I'm working on it. I'm doing the best I can. Matthew, Happy New Year. Okay, so we do, TJ says that he gets his shopping fix from the bin stores. Now, we do like the bin stores, mostly because we're familiar with the product. But we go to, when we go to Market Street Liquidation, they do have bins there, and they've actually recently expanded by a couple of rows. And we do go through there, and I do enjoy that a little bit. So
yeah, look for not camera batteries, but computer batteries. They're usually like in brown boxes.
They look really boring and people are going to pass over them. But I promise you, if you're at a bin store that are selling like Amazon stuff and you see like those laptop replacement batteries,
just grab them because we've got some that we've sold for 70, 80, 90, $100, especially MacBook batteries. And Brandon, I know you messaged us on Facebook about a shipping video. I probably will not make a dedicated shipping video, but I will at some point do a live video where I do some shipping at nighttime. Just I make it too difficult to make a video for just a shipping video. I would make it too hard. So a live video. Why are you looking at me crazy for?
I'm not.
Yes, you. Then how are you looking at me? Did y'all see how she was looking at me? What did y'all think she meant? But
you really want to know?
A live video, I'll do.
He belched and the smell was like here. And I was like, stop. It's gross. Ew. Gross. That's so gross.
Keep on scrolling.
Ew. Gun toting Jeep driving
It's our
lesbian.
friend from Texas.
Hello. It is going well. How are you? How are you doing? How's your new year?
It's actually been sales this week have been really good for us. Our promoted listings finally started working in both stores. They stopped working for like almost the whole month of December. eBay couldn't tell me why, although finally eBay for Business was able to tell me that in one of our stores, promoted listings, the computer flagged us because we had a Vero violation. But they started working today. We had the other store started working, I don't know, a couple of days after Christmas, but we've been doing like $700,000 a day in sales. And it's been awesome. Like it's been really good. It's been nice because I was not expecting it.
Let's see. Brianna is asking if, we are responsible to transport pallets to our warehouse, home, storage bin, store. Yes. You can organize in some places. It really depends. There are some places that you have to pick up the pallets and transport them yourself, which using a trailer or, some kind of, you can rent a truck, even like a Penske truck or something like that. There are other places that you can organize shipping. And so
what's this about?
Don't worry about it. I'll take care of it.
Okay.
But yes. Also, I do want to remind you guys that if you see somebody who has a wrench on the side of their name, they are moderators, and we have tasked them to moderate our chat and also to answer questions, so that to make sure that we get to them, because sometimes we miss things and everything like that. So they're trying to make sure that everybody gets answers to their questions. They're people that we have vetted. They are people who are resellers that we trust to teach others. I just want to put that out there.
Yeah. So please don't be rude to them, because that will get you booted faster than being rude to us.
You can be rude to us. Don't be rude to our mods, please. Thank you. Let's see. Let me see where we at.
A roundabout uprising, Conway.
Listen, if for those of you who don't know, Conway has a lot of roundabouts.
Yeah, I think we've got probably close to 30 roundabouts now, and I love them. I
actually like them.
They have. I've lived in Conway off and on for 20 years, and I guess because I started going to college here in 1998. And it would take literally during certain times of the day an hour to get across town. And that was in 98. But now it's really helped the roundabouts. So you answered Brianna's question. I got distracted by
Brianna, did we answer your question all the way?
I don't even know what you said.
No, I talked about buying getting a truck. You are responsible. Oh, another thing is you can organize shipping. Sometimes they provide shipping, like in places like liquidation.com. They have contracts with shipping that you can just pay that outright. And before pre-COVID, you could go in and you could organize your own shipping. That means that you could probably try to organize from someplace local. Generally, they may give you like a cheaper quote. But we did have problems with that as COVID first started coming in, because they wouldn't let anybody else on the dock. And the shipping company that we used, they had to inspect the items before they put them on the truck. So it was a whole big issue. So each individual pallet place that you're purchasing from, before you bid on the auction, make sure you know how you're going to ship that to you.
Yeah.
If you're willing to pay the prices of shipping that they offer, are you able to go pick them up if that's a possibility, or can you organize your own shipping? Try to figure all that out before you even place a bid, because each place has different rules. And then with COVID, things can be really, different. So
yeah. And hello, Matthew D. I don't even know how to say your last name. And then Lynn Kate, you just found our channel. So awesome. It's very awesome. I think it's just awesome when people actually enjoy us, because we think we're just normal, boring people.
We are normal, boring people. Let's see. Where are we at? If I'm missing anything, y'all let me know.
Yeah.
Y'all let me know. Let's see. Okay, so Seventh Row says that her husband and her started their business thrifting, but is excited to do pallets and boxes. Love the treasure hunt, but want to grow in the liquidation direction also. Yeah,
I think that's a great model. We thrift sometimes. Like the other day, we went out, we got coffee and for lunch, and we did our little, I don't know, I guess it wasn't really a day date. We didn't call it that, but I'm like, let's go. And I had the urge to stop in at Goodwill on the way home, and we just went in real quick and looked around very, very quickly. We found a little security monitor, bought it for $15, sold it within 2 days for $65. So I think it's always great to have multiple sourcing techniques in your tool belt to take advantage of all the different ways that you can source product. Because especially if you're up north, where during the winters it's cold and you don't have garage sales, and maybe you don't want to get out and go to Goodwills or thrift stores, and then you just want to have your product delivered to you. But then during the summer, when it's warm outside, you can go to estate sales and garage sales. I think it's a great way to balance the two.
I'm really trying to catch up, trying to move this forward. Let's see.
It's all your fault, TJ.
So TJ, it's your fault. We're 15 minutes behind in the chat, but I'm trying to scroll up. So I'm really, really sorry If I miss you guys, okay, so make sure if you have questions that you really need answered, I go through and I reread all the comments to make sure that I didn't miss anything at the end of the day. But if I'm scrolling past and you're seeing that I'm answering a comment that was after yours and I didn't just ask it again, maybe one of the moderators will catch it as well to kind of help out. So let's see. I love you guys.
Sherry Ann. That's so nice.
Yeah, and She Money? Yeah.
Shy Money.
Shy Money?
It can't be She Money. Shy Money.
Shy Money.
Maybe I'm wrong. I'm not the one to be, what's it, linguist?
Yeah.
I'm not the person to be doing that.
Yeah.
Because most of the time I have no idea. Have you heard me speak?
Sorry. We apologize if we destroyed your name. It looks really good. I just can't read.
I like that name. I like that. Is that a handle? Is that what they're called?
Yeah, I think so. I'm trying to go through here. I'm loving. Let's see. Robert says your hat looks like huge hair. It does. It does.
Well, I try to wear these during unboxing videos sometimes, and just because you can't wear that because of the shadow on your face. You see?
Oh, that was funny. So true.
Would y'all like me if I look like this and talk like this all the time?
Let's see.
Bin stores. I know there's a lot of bin stores out there.
Oh, thanks, Wendy.
And I know it's awesome. We used to operate a bin store. Thank you so much, Wendy. Bin stores, opening up a bin store, they are only going to have a shelf life for so long. Not all of them, but some of them, because of how I know a couple years ago when we had our warehouse and we had a bin store in there, that Amazon all of a sudden for months quit selling those pallets. They weren't available for 3, 4, 5 months. And it's like that with those truckloads that you just never know, especially at some point. Just Amazon they're double dipping.
Yeah.
And it can't continue on for forever. I promise you, y'all. So if you are thinking about doing a bin store, I would talk to some bin store operators, ask them what their thoughts are on the longevity, the shelf life of a bin store, because I don't want you to invest all that money and do it, because it's a part of the market that it's just interesting, but also very intriguing.
This is interesting.
Not the burp and blow. The burp and blow. The B&B.
That's funny right there. I don't care who you are.
What did you just say?
I said, that's funny right there. I don't care who
Why
you are.
Why did you say it?
I don't know. It just came out. It just came out. The burp and blow. That's funny, Angelique. That's funny. You said that's interesting.
Oh, this right here. Melissa says they ask a question about the condition and they ask to purchase a gift card and include it in the
scam. I've never got it before.
Don't do it.
Because I don't know. It's a gray area.
Is this the video about in the liquidation group? Is that what Shane's talking about? The video in the group. Didn't you post one in the liquidation?
No, that group I did in the liquidation education group was for how we create drafts.
That's right. That's right. So for those of you who don't know, we will be capping it here shortly, because to be able to give the attention to the members. But we do have YouTube memberships. There's two different. One of them is for just support. You get some content and things like that. And then there's another one that's called the Weekend Warrior, where we help people. We do weekly Zoom calls. Well, Joe does weekly Zoom calls. You get one-on-one mentorship. All of the different, there's some basic information on there. You get access to any ebooks that we post, which I'm working on some right now.
And I'm very quick to respond back to your messages. If you're not in the group, it sometimes may take a couple of days, but people in the group get precedence.
Yes, because you're paying us to do that. So it's not really about choosing favorites. It's really about we can the payments really just cover the time that we spend to do it, because if we were doing that for free, then we wouldn't be building our business. It gives us the opportunity to be able to feed our families and help people out at the same time. Let's see. I'm trying to catch up.
I know Layden, she's further down. Thank you so much for the $5 super chat.
Yeah.
And then you're asking about how to find Amazon bin stores. That's a great question, because there's nothing in like Google Analytics or like Facebook Analytics. There's no keywords for a bin store. Maybe if you say which state you're in, there are other people that are in the chat. Even if I don't know if you're in Pallet Jackin's group, I'm not sure if you're in our community page. There's some people in there. What are you laughing at me now?
I just the next question. Go ahead and talk.
That there's a lot more people, because our community page, people talk about reselling, but it's like we don't talk about reselling in there, but we don't discourage it from reselling. There's a lot of people in that don't talk about reselling. So like, but
Harold, we need to do a recipe thread on there.
But Pallet Jacking, they have a Facebook group dedicated to like pallet jacking and stuff, go around stealing people's pallets, stuff like that. It's a bad joke. Pallet jacking, jacking people's pallets and stuff. Yeah, sorry. Just trying to be a dad for a minute. Forgive me. Somebody out there give me a courtesy chuckle, please. But I'm sure somebody in that group can tell you a bin store for the state that you live, unless you're in the same state as Jason Santiago, because he won't give up his source about where he is. But I know what state he's in. I know what states he's in.
No, listen to this. This is hilarious. Crazy Frog says, how do you resell tumblers that say skin, bones, hearts, and private parts? I would just call them tumblers and then just post a picture and let them read the picture.
Love tumblers. I'm sure somebody else is selling them out there. How did you do a search like on Google Lens
and see how other people are selling them? That's They've hilarious.
Got it listed somewhere.
Hi, Beth from Washington. I hope everything's good up there. I know you're always so busy. Let's see. Jessica hates roundabouts. That's okay. We love roundabouts. I like them. Except
for a couple of weeks ago, somebody
problem,
they did not. They were probably doing 60 or 70, and they did not go around. They went over the roundabout. It ended up like sideways on somebody's house. It was not cool.
So, yeah, that's not cool. I'm not laughing about that.
She's like, oh, that's so funny.
It's not funny. It's not funny. No. I was going to say something. The roundabouts are great, except in January and August, because we have 3 colleges in our town. And it takes the college kids some getting used to.
Yeah, when you got a bunch of 17 and 18-year-olds, they're like, what is this? And they already don't know how to drive anyway. If you're 17 and 18 and you're watching this video, you know how to drive. It's the ones not watching this video that don't know how to drive. But chances are you're not, because that age demographic only makes up like 4% of our audience. But you watching, you know how to drive. It's those other ones.
I jumped again. Yes. First goodbye time. Thank you, Harold. You're awesome for keeping us on track. Let's see. I missed it.
Oh yeah. So I hope Layden, I answered your question about where to find Amazon bin stores. Just move to South Carolina. There's like 1,000 of them. Tay, he's going to like different bin stores like every day. It's crazy how many there are there.
Let's see. Is there no bin stores in Texas? Isn't that where you're from? I really need to know your name, because it's such a long handle, gun-toting, Jeep driving lesbian. Like GTJDG. I can't say
JDL.
I need like a name, like a short call sign or something. Because it's gonna be really, really hard for me to say that every single time.
Medina lives in Fayetteville.
Okay, hold on. I'm missing some things. I'm trying my best.
We'll get back to you. She's scrolling up.
Sorry.
We're supposed to be scrolling down, not up.
Okay, you do it. I don't know where we're at. I've lost it, guys. I'm so sorry. I think we're right here. My wife wants to tell me wants me to tell you guys are so awesome. And she can't believe how excited you have made her to do this. You're welcome.
That's awesome.
I'm a cheerleader. Woo!
Go team.
I'm not a cheerleader, but
Our cat's scratching. Tilly to the top asks, trying to buy a pallet, but fear. Any advice? Just do it. Once you realize that fear is only paper thin, it's just, you got to do the thing it's really just for your own personal success. It's not even about the pallet. It's about you facing the fear. You're afraid of it. You don't know how it's going to end up, because who knows how it's going to end up, but just facing it, pushing through it, and then having that, Jessica, help me. I'm finding words. I'm not finding the words. I'm actually losing the words, but having that cycle in your life completed, it's really going to help you build
Trust
confidence
cycles.
in it. Yep. And so it's just,
you're
going to
win some, you're going to lose some. But if you stand there on the edge and you're not afraid to take the plunge, you'll never know.
Yeah. And if you're afraid, don't go out and buy a $400 pallet. Start with maybe a $50 box. So that way you're we're
not selling any, but
I did it.
are.
I did it.
Start slow.
I know King Kong Liquidation, they have $75 boxes. We've had some success with them. They went through a period where they weren't very good. I think they got slapped upside the face with so much business that it suffered. I think every liquidation company that has gone around on YouTube videos, they were then they went through a period of time where they were super busy and got super backed up, and the quality of work suffered. Instead of selling a lower quantity of items or not having as many boxes available, they still sold as many, and then they were trying to play catch up. And when you play catch up, you don't want to refund the $75 or the $200 box, so you send out subpar product instead of saying, hey, this isn't good. You know what I mean? But start with the small purchase and start building that confidence that way.
Yep, you're doing
I won't
great.
blow that one in your face. I'm sorry.
Please don't do it.
So, not the burp and blow. Dan asked, have you ever sourced from any of the B-Stock marketplaces? Yes, we have, and we haven't in a long time. B-Stock was probably hit the hardest when the pandemic started with price inflation, because people were going on there and they were spending money like crazy, and I have no idea why. We've purchased from a couple different ones. There's lots there. The prices are higher, in my opinion, than what you can get if you find a local supplier.
Yeah. I'm trying, guys. We're doing the best we can.
Ladina on Facebook asked, she says she lives in Fayetteville, so she's 3 hours northwest of us, new to liquidation sales and have started selling in Facebook Marketplace. What other sites should you use? And if eBay, do you think you benefit from having an eBay store? It really depends on the size items that you are getting. That Facebook is really convenient, especially when you're buying larger items. We have been focusing really hard on smaller items so that we can easily ship on eBay. But in my opinion, so I hope that answers your question. Try out Facebook or try out eBay. You can try out Mercari. We don't recommend, in our opinion, having all those different sites that you sell on, especially when you're starting off. I feel like it stretches you too thin. I feel like you should start with one or two, like eBay and a Facebook, in my opinion.
Some people think differently,
and that's my opinion. But there's 1,000 ways to skin a cat.
I think for us, it's there's different fees, there's different, nuances in each of those platforms. If you're already trying to figure out how to resell, you really don't want to have to put anything more on your plate, because it's already an art form in itself, So, I think for us, one of the reasons why we like eBay is because, eBay, in comparison to Amazon, we don't sell on Amazon for many reasons, but there are a lot of people who love it. But for eBay, you're putting your product in front of a lot of people.
It's the traffic. I mean, when we do promoted listings, we get 60 to 70,000 impressions per day, meaning that 60 to 70,000 people see our items every single day. And you can't get that kind of traffic anywhere except for Amazon. And then the next question would be, if you do sell on eBay, should you get an eBay store? I would not recommend getting an eBay store until your selling limits are increased. When you first start selling on eBay, if it's a brand new eBay account, you are going to be limited on the amount of items that you are able to sell. It may be 50 items total, but you may be limited to only selling 5 or 10 items in specific categories. And with eBay, you want to be careful not to grow too quickly because they can flag your account. So I would wait a couple of months until you break through like 50 listings and they increase the amount of listings that you're able to list per month. Then I would look at upgrading to an eBay store, because if not, you're wasting money that you don't need to be.
TJ pointed out your weird voice too.
Yes, I do not know what that voice was. TJ.
I don't even know what that voice was.
It comes out. It's never come
Y'all,
out.
I'm so ready for this pandemic to be over, because the minute that everything starts clearing up, I am planning me and Jessica Shields. She's local, and Harold.
We may have to have like two different.
We need like a reseller meetup, y'all, because it's just so much fun.
I mean, we will.
Does King Kong website ever have their products listed, or do you have to call them? Haven't been able to get anything to come up on their site.
When we were buying from them, it was all on their website. We're not buying boxes right now. We're buying pallets. So I haven't actively shopped from any liquidator in the last, 10 days. So I'm not sure. But when they have had them in the past, it's all been on their website.
Super Dave says that his son Matthew says that we're funny. I'm the funny one, though. I'm the funny.
Well, yeah.
He's like sidekick funny. You know what I'm saying? I'm like the funny one.
She brings the fun out in me.
And then he makes me serious when we need to be serious, because sometimes I'll just joke too much. Actually, no, you bring the funny out in me. I can be really serious. Most of the time. Sometimes. Rarely, but sometimes I can be. Okay, let's see.
Enough of the personal talk.
No.
Sorry, YouTube. You only get to see certain parts.
No, I was just saying that. I was like, well, this could go really deep. Like, do I really want to psychoanalyze myself in front of everyone? Because I'm like, I can get really introspective here, and we can start talking about like anxiety and like seasonal depression.
I've been called Debbie Downer so many times by people on YouTube, and I'm like, no, bro. If you only knew. If you only knew.
Okay, guys, we need to start like.
Harold says the first goodbye is at 8:04, so that was the first official goodbye. Starts at 8, and then 8:15, and then usually 8:30. We're like goodbye.
Crazy Frogs cannot find the. What was it? Peace, love, and something private parts. What was it?
Can you send me a picture on Facebook?
I just need to know what it looks like. But they can't find it anywhere. So let's see. I'm really enjoying this conversation on Facebook right now, but I can't pull it up because the replies are all off. But I know what y'all are talking about on Facebook. Let's see. TJ.
That's a great idea from Harold. Put on Facebook groups. Funny Tumblrs.
Funny Tumblr and photos. Wait. It just says private parts. It doesn't like show anything, does it? Like it's not like innuendo or anything, because I don't think that Facebook would let you do it then. I don't know.
Vicky.
All right. I may forget it the first time.
Or the second time.
But
by the 10th time,
Kiwi girl in New Zealand had to tell us she's from New Zealand like at least 5 times.
No, maybe only 3. Only
Before
3.
we could remember it. Cool. Vicky. Or GTJD. No, that's too hard.
Don't let me touch the keyboard. I've got my little fidget spinner thing. It's not just fidget spinner, like you can take it apart and everything. It's got little buttons on it and little thing.
Robin Hood Deals says, what are your thoughts on bigger items like baby strollers, furniture, etc.? I've seen pallets of them, but worry about shipping costs when selling them. So we have shipped bigger items before, but they're like like where, you know, the $60, $70 shipping fees don't eat into the profits. Like we've sold like $700 car seats, things like that. But of course, if you're buying pallets, you may not exactly know the price or the condition of those items. So what I would do is if you do get bigger items, make sure that your demographic matches what you're buying.
Yeah.
Like, for example, you know, I would not have a problem in our area buying baby items and furniture, especially like Target furniture, because it is so popular here. You know, as long as I have the time to really put it all together. That's one of the big things that we like, you know, we won't do it all the time, but if we can schedule like, okay, yeah, we can put this furniture together to sell it on Facebook, we would sell it pretty quickly because we have a lot of young families, because we have three colleges in our town. So we have a lot of those people are moving into the houses. So we have young families in Conway. So that would not be a problem for us. But if you live maybe in a retirement community where your local demographic may not need a lot of baby items and things like that, maybe not the best idea for you, because locally is where it's at, because it's going to be really hard to find a pallet of high-end furniture, you know, all of it high-end furniture that you're not going to be like, well, what do I do with some of this? So.
Yeah, I'd say, you know, some items you can sell for profit online and ship. If that's something that you're wanting to do, I would reach out to UPS and FedEx and see about getting an account set up with them to get cheaper shipping discounts. You can also try shippo.com. But for furniture, I would be very skeptical and leery of buying it to sell online, because a lot of that's returns. Like you're going to have to take it out of the box in order to inspect it, to make sure all the pieces are there, to make sure not miss anything, to make sure that nothing's damaged, and then having to put it back in the box and then trusting the integrity of the box to ship it. That would be scary for me. Mm-hmm. So I would check there.
Did 888 lots of prices go up?
They did, because from my understanding, Amazon prices went up. Oh. So Amazon started charging more for the stuff. It could have been the contract could have been up, but the prices, from my understanding, Amazon prices went up for how much they're having to pay. So they've got bills to pay, employees to feed, I'd say, but you know, employees to pay. It's kind of feeding. So prices went up. It's not because of us, even though we got blamed recently in a video that prices are more because of us.
We could talk more about that if y'all wanted to, but let's see.
People got to blame somebody.
That flipping family. We're the family flips, and you're that flipping family. Oh, that's so cool. I'm glad that we could be of help for you. Families. Let's see. Where are we at? Good night, Matthew. Let's see. I think everyone's...
He's not Matthew. I think it's Dave.
Dave.
Or John.
John. Why is it under Matthew then?
I don't know. Like the video, Jessica says. Like it! Or is that a question? Because that's in capitals. Like the video?
I don't know. We got weird. Things have gotten weird now. I think we've kind of gotten to this. Which eBay store membership should a newbie use? Here we go.
The low one. If you just created a brand new eBay account, I wouldn't even get a store membership yet until your listing restrictions. Not that your account is restricted, but you can't list as many items starting off because eBay doesn't trust you to take care of the customer. So once your listing allotment increases to the point to where you need more, like that's when I would look at upgrading, and only upgrade to what you need. Don't go to the full-blown one. I think there's like a $20 one. I think for ours, I don't know, it's like $50 or $60 a month we have in our stores. I don't even know anymore. So that's what I would do.
Let's see. Matthew ended up getting 10 listings in. At the very beginning of the thing, we wanted to know how many listings they get done by the end.
So 10 listings in an hour and a half. Or an hour and 15 minutes. That's good.
Yeah. Good time. Let's see. We're kind of wrapping it up here. So if you guys have any last minute questions, let us know so that we can kind of get those answered. But we have to take our two youngest on.
Jessica's on her way for the meetup.
Yeah, let's do it. I'm ready. And this is funny. Melanie says that the 1,000 Ways to Skin a Cat would that be in the children's section.
Yeah. Learning.
But Harold says in the cooking section. This is what I talk about, y'all.
Which
The live
country
streams
are you
get so
in?
much fun.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let's see where we at. Joe's laid back and Jessica is focused. I'll take it.
Am I laid back? Is that a?
Yeah, sometimes. No, sometimes.
I'm laid back. Unless it's something like I want to do, and then I'm. I am like kill the cat, not kill the cat.
No.
What's that? You know when you're like, you little.
I have no idea.
Oh, maybe I'm dreaming about it or something.
Tilly to the top wants to know what the best site for the first time buyer is.
None of them. No, I don't know. I don't say that. I don't want to discourage you. It depends what you're buying. A pallet. I know Catching Deals they don't have any boxes right now, but when they do, their boxes are pretty reasonably priced. You get really good value. King Kong, when they have boxes for the price of the box, you can't really go wrong. Although there's going to be items in there that you're going to have a hard time selling online. I'm trying to think like the best. I think those probably have the best value. Obviously Market Street has the electronics mystery box, but for the beginner, they're probably some of the items are a little hard to find because they are generic, private label items. I'd say, probably Catching Deals when they have boxes, and King Kong Liquidation.
Brianna wants to know if we open items to make sure they're in good condition. I do not if I know exactly what they are and they're completely closed and they're sealed, so I can sell them. Because if you open them, then you're devaluing it, because then it's no longer new; it's new open box. But if we don't know what the item is, sometimes they come in just these blank boxes, then we do have to open it, obviously, to list it. And if it looks like it's been opened or messed with, or if the box is damaged, then we do inspect inside. And
you've got to,
yeah,
because you never know. There could be the tiniest scratch on there.
Yeah,
it's like today I wasn't listing. Whitney was listing. Let me get it straight. A battery booster, not a battery booster, but a jumper, like to jump your car. And the box looked like it was brand new. The item was packaged. It looked like it was brand new, but we took it out of the box and we looked at the terminals, and the terminals had a couple scratches on, like they had been hooked up to a battery, and can't sell it as new anymore. So we do.
I was hoping to see if I could find this picture, but
is that Svetlana? We are looking at getting some long sleeve shirts. We're in the process of, I wouldn't say rebranding, but we're looking at something to identify us long term, because our current logo has a certain time, a shelf life to it, because it has our kids, very, very small. So we are looking at some more shirt. I guess it would have to happen very, very soon to get long sleeve stuff. Oh, you got it?
Let's see if I can show these. Look at this that she just said. This is the Tumblr. Does anybody want a Tumblr that says skin, bones, hearts, and
we can put the Family Flips logo on there.
Does anybody want a Tumblr? Because Crazy Frogs is selling them. So contact her.
Yes.
They actually look kind of nice. I mean, I don't know if I would ever use it, but
doesn't really show any private parts.
No, it doesn't. It just shows a person.
I mean, I like the black matte finish,
but I'm trying to figure out why. Why that? Am I missing something? There's not like an adult innuendo in here that
Here's to the good times. I don't know.
Like maybe it's like for doctors, like medical. I don't know.
Yeah.
Or I'm really dense and y'all are like laughing at me right now. Like
that is exciting, Kim. Your first Market Street mystery box.
Nice.
That's exciting. And then Frost says, due to COVID, my husband's long been working and trying to sell things just to bring in money. I don't have to have a resale permit and such. If you're looking at pallets, I don't know of any of them that require a resale certificate unless you're wanting to get tax-free. If you're looking at buying boxes, the only one that I know of that requires a resale permit is 888 lots. But like Catch and Deals doesn't require a reseller's permit. King Kong Liquidation, Market Street Liquidation, or Market Street Mystery Boxes, everything liquidation, they do not require resellers permits.
I'm just laughing at Harold telling all of this, like all these.
Harold and I, we had a really good conversation last
Harold,
night.
I don't think I ever.
Was it last night? No, Tuesday night. We talked for like an hour and a half. Nobody else jumped on the call.
Sweet.
So we just talked.
Hey guys, you see what? Wally's on here. Everybody say hi.
What's up, Wally?
What's up, Wally? That's our virtual assistant. He helps keep us running.
Him and Whitney are like,
they're worth their weight in gold.
Yeah.
Honestly,
if it wasn't for them, I would have to list.
Y'all quit with the cat legs at the fair. Stop it.
They have cat legs at the fair?
No.
Why are you hiding your
They're
face?
talking about the skinning of the cat. I think Harold started it because he said the book would be in the cooking section, and now everyone's gone crazy with it.
Elizabeth says she has 4 cats, and there are days that skinning them sounds good, especially when they don't let you sleep.
Yes, Vicky, it is hair mustache time. I'm surprised Harold didn't call it out. I've been sitting here doing this.
Yeah, cats are interesting. You know,
so
our dog and cat sleep in our bed anyways. So like, our dog is interesting. Like, he doesn't let. Does anybody else have a jealous dog out there? Like Jessica and I, we could go to hug, and Desi, like he's like he does not want us giving each other any affection whatsoever. And like when we lay in the bed, is that because of you?
Yeah.
Dang it.
I'm his person.
Yeah. He doesn't want to share. That sucker.
I
thought it was because of me.
No, because when I push him away, he's fine. Like he'll just pout, you know. Yeah. But so, yep.
What time is it? My phone died.
Oh, it is 8:30.
Oh, it's that time.
It is about that time, y'all. Thank you guys so much.
Yes.
Same time next week.
Yeah. I was thinking it was New Year's next week. Like, that's past already.
We're done with all that. We're done with all that.
It's 2021, though.
So Ian's mom says that her pit won't let them touch each other either. So, you know. My cat is actually pretty good. He likes me. I like him because he hunts. He kills all the spiders and he kills all the rats, and he gives them to me.
No rats. We have field mice at occasion.
Okay, it's the same thing.
No!
There's been 2 of them, and that's too many for me.
3. He's gotten 4.
I didn't know about the third one.
Oh, because the third one changes everything?
Yeah, that's way more than 2. 2 was already too many.
Well, he got the 2.
Have to move.
He got the 2 in 2 days, and then a week or 2 later, he got the other one, right? And that's because it got cold outside. He came in from the field, and he was like, I'm trying to snuggle up in the garage. And Ollie was just sitting there like, nope, not today.
And then he sets it down in front of us and looks away like, here, take it. Because obviously can't hunt for yourself.
One morning, Lucas, Lucy, and Jolene woke up early, right? And I'm in the kitchen with them. And Ollie comes like, yeah, I got a mouse. And I was like, no, Ollie, no.
Don't do that.
No, I didn't say that.
Oh, okay.
I discreetly waited till he set it down.
Kitty.
I know, but I didn't want to lay it at my feet. And then Lucy and Lucas were like, ah.
Well, they better learn.
You know?
We should have put it outside and let all the other mice know. Well, no, I don't think they really do that.
No.
They would have just eaten it and then moved on.
Yeah, they wouldn't have cared to witness. Yeah.
Oh, God. I can't do it.
See you next week. I'll bring the fun. Hey. It's what is today? The 7th? It's only the 7th? Oh my God. January's been so long already.
That's exactly it, Jessica. Ollie likes us. He's providing for us.
No, he thinks we're stupid and we can't feed ourselves.
And he's such a good kitty.
He thinks we're
hunter. I always call him my vicious hunter.
He's like, oh, you humans, you cannot feed yourself. Let me take care of you. I bring you mice and the spider.
I don't really think that he kills the spider to eat it. I really think that he kills the spider because he plays with it until it dies.
Yeah, he's like, pew, 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 pew. And then eventually it doesn't jump.
I wish my dog hunted snakes. My dog doesn't hunt any snakes. My dog just gets
if we let him outside.
No, dog. Dog.
Oh, okay.
Desi he pees in the corner and then he gets the zoomies for like 3 minutes, just back and forth.
All he does?
Desi. We are on Desi because Richard says that his dog likes to hunt snakes.
You're right. I got sidetracked. I was talking about cats.
Ew! Just gonna have to clean the litter box because we're.
He puts his. What does he do? He puts.
Stop! Don't ask.
No, she already set it up here. She set it up here. Where was it? Maybe she deleted it.
We have to. Don't do it.
Maybe it was somebody else who puts chin on my face or something. Maybe I read that up. Yeah,
that's the cat.
Desi does the same thing. He tries to get the litter.
Don't do it.
And I'm like, no. And then one day, I'm like,
oh, I don't clean the litter box for that
this
reason.
one time.
No, don't, please don't.
What am I talking about?
Please don't tell them about the poop. I don't.
I wasn't talking about
Okay.
poop. One of the kids threw up, and I went and got him cleaned up, and I came back to clean up the mess. Desi had helped me out. And then, yeah.
Okay.
So,
In that, on that note, we really need to be getting going. I don't know how to end this now.
she thought her 2-year-old was the litter box was a sandbox. Kids, you gotta love them.
I don't even know what to do now. I don't know how to end this. I'm like, okay, we.
Goodbye. I think that's how we do it. No.
Okay, guys. Seriously, I love you guys. This was fun.
Love you guys. Fun. That's what you did.
And I hope you guys have a great night.
Happy New Year's next week. Y'all be safe. I'm going to end the button.
We love you guys. Same time next week. And y'all are awesome. And there's probably going to be like an inside joke in the Facebook community page here in the next few minutes. I don't know. Probably. Somebody's probably going to post something.
Not me, because my
if
phone's
y'all
dead.
don't do it, I will. So love you guys. Same time next week. See y'all around. Peace.
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 It's this way, UK. I promise. I didn't do it the other way. I learned.